There you go. Now you should be able to.
Now recording.
Now recording.
Yeah.
Now recording.
That was ominous.
Yeah, that's how Craig works.
Yep.
Anyways,
Oh, okay.
not everyone's
Craig.
here. Yes. Not everyone's here. We're just waiting on Kat to get into the Roll20. But I'm still going to start because I'm going to be talking for a minute before Kat gets in here. So, for context, before we get there, you are all a part of this wonderful guild known as the Gilded Crescent. The Gilded Crescent exists as a buffer to the new world as they explore and settle new areas of the world that's now available since the great dark gods have been defeated. The Dark One's army has fallen, and all around now it seems the world is becoming a more explorable place. However, recently there have been consistent rumors of undead being here, undead being there, monsters in the night. So to both explore the world and keep said explorers safe, adventurers guilds have been founded. These guilds specialize, obviously, in, adventuring and fighting. The particular guild you're part of, the Gilded Crescent, is primarily used to protect merchants. However, they do hold their own when it comes to any form of combat and exploration. They're a very mercantile guild, but know their way around a sword. You guys today are on the back of a cart. Supposed to be a very easy mission. Mission is very simple. You're supposed to be escorting a small shipment from Arbor Grove to a wonderful town just south of it called forgot the name of it. To Loft Haven. It's just for the gnomes, transporting goods. You're all on the back of horse carts and everything. As you're kind of making your way between towns, it's give or take a 3-day journey. Day one, something kind of felt off. You weren't really sure exactly what it was. All of you were kind of on guard. Day two was a little ominous. It was raining all day, but still nothing happened. But some of you had the feeling that you were being watched. And then came day three. Day three is where we start, where you've just started upon your journey for the day. The sun isn't even all the way up, and the horses are moving. You decided to move early just in case anything was following or watching you. And the last thing any of you remember hearing is a very loud shaking and explosions, followed by the screams of all of you falling. All of you fall and go unconscious for give or take a few minutes. When you come to, you are in a rather deep hole. Those of you with wings, you managed to land, but some rocks had made it not so great to be in the general vicinity at that moment. Luckily for some of you, you didn't land on anything too hard. Majority of you didn't, actually. So you are all down here. It's very odd to look around, because the first thing you notice is, all of these crates and everything have been broken open. The horses and the people that you were riding with have been slaughtered. And yeah, you all come to.
What the hell happened?
Count?
I'm all good.
Where am
Wait,
Just ignore Cat's lack of character.
Here, I'll make him one right now while you do this.
Where be we?
Where is everybody? I'm a little bit okay. I think I'm next to Noob. Oh wait, I forget your name.
Seraph.
Seraph. Are you okay,
this
sir?
one might have amnesia.
Sorry. I got hit pretty hard. A rock fell on my head as I fell.
I begin to drink.
Seraph stands up. He's a ashen gray skinned, silver haired ASMR. Wearing plate armor. And very faintly glowing yellow eyes.
For those of you who are not familiar with what ASMR are, they are, the closest thing we have to them would be to consider them, angelic beings of sorts.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes. So yeah, the ASMR stands, and, you know, thankfully I think ASMR have a natural glow of 5 feet of dim light, don't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, so
Even
everyone...
then, I cast light as a cantrip anyway.
Alright. Yeah, so as the room lights up around you, the human can finally see. Those of you who don't have dark vision can finally see, as well as the sun now starts to pour in from the roof, lighting up the area very dimly. But thanks to the light cantrip, you can see much clearer. It is very clear that some of these people around did not just go splat or have a rock hit them. It appears whatever happened here was coordinated, and by sheer luck, whoever came by to finish off the rest of the caravan thought you were dead.
God, there's so many dead bodies everywhere.
Ew.
Particularly this dude. This dude looks like someone dug a fucking corkscrew into his head and popped his head open like a champagne bottle.
Maybe in Davy Jones' locker now.
Should we search their bodies to see what sort of wounds they
I
have?
already started searching. Not for wounds, but any supplies we can manage.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna do the opposite and walk away from the dead bodies.
Where do you go? Creepy Altar 1, Creepy Altar 2, the bookshelf, the sacrificial pole, or the endless pit?
Those are all good options. How about this stone thing on the top left? Because that's the only thing I can see.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, that is, yeah. So you just kind of...
Very cautiously approach.
Yeah. It is a fairly large circle. You can't really tell what it's used for immediately, but let me get back to Seraph. So Noob, you start searching these bodies and you realize that these guys were practically picked clean, but only of anything of mercantile value. So their coin purses are gone, or something they were carrying that would have been artistic. You can tell that really the only thing that was left was a couple potions between all the bodies. You get 3 health potions, and this really it.
Well, our paycheck's gone.
Oh man. Should we look for a door? Possibly to see if there's an exit or anything in the shelves? Anything that we could find of value?
Yeah, if you want to suggest that, you can roll a perception check to look around.
I'll roll a perception check and just to have a look.
Alrighty.
Persuasion.
Meanwhile, yeah, that was persuasion, not perception.
Whoops, that's persuasion. That's my
Well, that shows how good your perception is.
That's not bad still.
Yeah.
Gotta get someone down the bottom.
So yeah, before we get to you taking a look around, the father finally comes to. He managed to land on this soft pile of rocks over here, using his own body to shield his child. He finally gets up. He sits up and rocks kind of fall off of him. You guys all hear the child go, "Again!"
Oh my god.
He pinches the bridge of his nose. If your mother were here, she'd have my head.
Yeah, well, she's not, so again.
You know, the day you sprout wings and can fly, we can do that again.
No fun.
But for now, we're going to have to figure out where we are. He does take a quick glance around his surroundings, and noticing the dead bodies, he then puts his own body in between her line of sight and the corpses as best he can.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead bodies. But yeah,
Hey,
you do
welcome
your
in,
best.
Tanaka. Thank you for stopping by. And
You
no
kinda
worries
see
about last night, man.
The Dragonborn going over, looking around the room. You see the other tiefling checking out his giant magic circle. The pirate, the first thing he did after waking up with a headache was start drinking. As for the Eladrin,
Is the tiefling a male or a female?
female.
Female. It's
Um,
pirate.
All right. He's going to look at his daughter and say, "Why don't you go play with your auntie over there?" And he directs her over to Pyro's character.
yeah, she happily goes over there. Magic circle. Meanwhile, the Eladrin finally crawls out of this barrel that they hit hard enough to get embedded into.
God,
crawl
that
straight out.
hurt. Where are we?
Can I check to see if the bodies have any rum?
They were already searched. They had potions, and that was about it.
Yep, I have 3 healing potions, not much else.
There
Well, hopefully
is
you
a big
enjoy
bowl of
yourself. They
wine
are
on the other
fairly
side of the room,
fun.
though. You think?
Oh man, I'm loud. There we go. Let me turn
Take it.
myself down. There we go.
Yeah, you walk over to this bowl that is like a pool to you.
I just yell out to Pirate, like, take a sip. It's good.
Do it. You won't.
Throw a carrot.
Meanwhile, the Dragonborn starts searching the room, and the first thing you come across is the very obvious, altar over here.
This
It's
is like
white.
my granddad.
Yeah. It is wiped clean, which is very odd. It's very clearly a mass sacrificial altar, from what you can gather. And it's been wiped clean, fairly recently, actually.
Hey guys, I think we should have a look at this. This thing doesn't look right.
Well, I'm over here.
I
It's
do
too
want to
clean
take-
considering everything that's happened in here.
So,
I'd be wanting to take a look at this liquid.
Roll a wisdom check for me, Cat. Right. Never mind. We never showed you how the fuck Roll20 works.
No, you
Never
got
mind.
it.
You got it. You start looking at this giant bowl, and it takes you about 5 seconds to realize it's not, in fact, wine. That is gelid blood. It is blood jelly.
I thought I could refill me tankard there.
I mean, blood jelly is nutritious.
But it's not to be rum. Or
Mhm.
port.
I'm gonna make a religion check to see what this altar. See what I
Oh,
can
sure.
glean from it. Might be
can I
hitting.
do a Arcana check for the
Or
circle?
Sure.
Yeah. So you know that this altar, right, is dedicated to none other than you. You apparently have a cult now.
Hey, is this your fault,
Already.
Seraph?
Honestly, no, but I am flattered.
Yeah. Yeah, he just believes he has a cult to him now. That is not actually the case.
Probably explains why it's so wiped clean. You're the one that did this.
I mean,
Um,
one, if I did, that small loud one would go first, pointing towards the fire
Which one?
hazard.
Which fire hazard? There's two of them. There's Pyra, and then there's the child. There's Pyra, and then there's the child. You're gonna have to be a little more specific. They're both short, and they're both fire hazards.
I just point in the general direction of the two of them.
Fair enough.
Not specific.
You get a very deepening angry glare.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it was me that caused this, that'd be a very large red flag.
You want to know what else is a very large red flag as you look over this way? Is the giant busted summoning circle. You know summoning circles don't just bust.
That's a little suspicious.
I definitely will go investigate that myself.
Yes.
Am I muted?
I've gathered my own head.
While he's doing that, I'm going to start investigating this area over here.
Alright. You head over there.
Pyrrha, did you fall on the summoning circle?
No, I was by you guys and then I walked over here. And
My mouse is dying. That's great.
And there we go.
Yeah. So, Eldest, you get over there to that thing, and you realize very quickly that is a body disposal hole.
Fun.
Yeah. You know this because you look down there, and I believe Eladrin have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You look down there, and you just see the massive heap of corpses that you don't know how deep it is, but it's only about 20 feet from where you are now.
Oh, yikes.
There's a lot of bodies in there. You hazard from what you can see about 100. A lot of them are bones now, though.
How
not all of
fresh
them.
is the freshest one that I can see?
Roll a survival check to see if you... Well, no, medicine, actually, to see if you can determine how long he's been dead.
That wording is concerning.
5.
5. You
Wow.
reckon he has been dead about as long as it would take you to toss 2 schmeckles in the hole.
Okay.
So not long. But you
If
can't
I
really be
roll-
certain. The only reason you're able to determine that he died somewhat recently is the blood on him isn't dried yet.
Okay.
Meanwhile, everyone who's gathered at this giant summoning circle over here, you're all kind of examining it. Give me a Arcana check.
Yes, can you please roll Arcana for Pyra?
Alright, gotta fucking...
But then I just
I'm
do it, 'cause I
I'm
can
sending
actually
you a
roll.
Chromebook. That's the first thing I'm spending any money on next month is I'm sending you a fucking Chromebook.
You didn't know my address.
I have an old ass
I'm
MacBook.
just gonna sit atop the immaculate altar, just leg
What?
crossed, just
Oh.
watching everyone.
And then Arcana. There we go. Actually, I need to switch to this. There we go. Anyways,
Hey, nat 20.
Whoa.
so between everyone here, you all kind of look at this. Pyra, you understand that it's a summoning circle. Gray, you understand that it's a summoning circle. Neither of you understand what language it's in, or what the runes are supposed to be summoning. Cat, you've seen this summoning circle once on your ventures in the high seas. And the only reason you remember it is very vividly because a giant tentacle came crashing through your ship immediately after.
It be the Kraken.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Corey, your character, you're looking at it and you realize that these are very, very old symbols. You don't know the language by heart, but you do know it's abyssal. The language in which it's constructed. You can't understand it, but you know what language it is. As for Eldest, you've actually kind of know more or less about this circle just because you've read a bunch of books in your life. You know that this is in quite a few cult books about the Dark God.
The Dark God.
Yeah, you're almost certain now that you're in a cultist hideout.
Can I do a history check on the Dark God to see what I can remember them?
Sure.
Where's history? There's history. Roll a 6. Yeah, I ain't remembering shit.
Yeah. You
Can I
seem
see
to
if I
remember.
remember anything as
Yeah,
well, considering I recognize the runes?
Yeah. After you and Eldest converse for a second, you start to think a little more. The gears start to turn. Go ahead and make a history check for me.
Nat
I know
1.
less than him.
A nat
Doesn't matter.
1.
Well, actually, nat 1 means you get the complete wrong idea and are convinced that it is correct. You are very, very adamant that this is not only a dark one, but you're convinced that it is the dark god of the black sun, which is the opposite of the sun god. He kind of rules over eclipses and stuff. And you're sticking to it.
Can I do a history check as well?
Sure. Only because you know that this has happened on the sea once.
Hey.
You were able to reckon that it's probably the Dark Sea God. You don't remember its name, but you know that it is very vengeful. You know that.
I be wary of the slides.
Yeah. Meanwhile, while you're all doing this, the child just climbs up on the circle and starts poking the magic runes and stuff.
Kid, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the other side and so also expect the ruin, like the far left one.
Yeah, so you come over here, you start poking at runes too, and you're both poking at runes. And when you ask the kid what the kid's doing, the kid turns back to you. Her name's Lily, by the way. She goes, first off, name's Lily. Second off, it's broken. It's not going to do anything. If it was fixed, maybe I'd think about it twice. But I've never known a broken magic thing to work.
I'm gonna laugh if it sparks up while you're on there.
At this point, I casually get up from sitting on the altar and just casually, hands in pockets, walk over.
You walk over and almost on cue, right as you get next to this, a small spark of black lightning shoots off, and it doesn't hit you, but it comes very close, as if it's reacting to you being in its vicinity. And as that happens, the whole room kind of shakes. More rocks start to fall from the ceiling, and you hear this bookshelf crack.
I told you it could spark up.
There's a bookshelf, I guess.
It's reacting to him. I told you. I'm a little bit sus.
It's gonna summon the Kraken.
I'm gonna go check out the bookcase.
Okay.
Yeah, shall we go over and check the bookcase?
Those are them back in
Let's check it out.
We're gonna drag two characters.
I can read Abyssal, so.
Oh, you can.
Anything from.
Yes, so upon being able to read Abyssal, it is summoning the champion of. This circle specifically is supposed to be summoning the champion of one Nerith. Nerith is the Dark Sea God. You know this because you're old enough to have not only have seen one or two of these battles, being basically immortal. You remember watching the champions of this god emerge from the sea. They are known as Kraken. But there is one Kraken that stands out above the rest. You do not remember that Kraken entirely, but you know that the Krakens that were made by Nerith can burrow.
To be a land kraken.
It is. It is a land kraken.
It is.
Kraken.
I've never heard of a land kraken
The worst
before.
of all.
Good news and bad news, everyone.
All right,
Yeah,
please
what is
explain.
This is meant to summon champions of Nerith, the dark god of the sea.
The pirate was right.
So that's the
God
good
damn
news.
it,
We're
pirate!
not neck deep in water.
It almost be like I've witnessed it before.
Can't do much, but bad news is some of its champions can burrow on land.
Oh, this doesn't sound like a sea god. This is bull. It's scaring me. I don't do the sea, that's why I got wings. I don't like water.
So there's a chance we might be in the presence of one of those burrowing champions, at least.
You do know that the champions cannot burrow through stone, only soft ground. You know that they are terrifying in the desert.
I don't mention that to keep everyone tense, because tense is good.
Yeah.
Tense means paying
You,
attention.
you have never been in more fear for anything than when you watched a kraken leap 100 feet out of the desert and just end someone.
Oh god. Can I roll an intimidation to make sure he's telling us everything?
That would be insight. So intimidation is used to
Insight is if he wants to know if I'm lying.
Yeah. So if you want to,
force
yeah,
me to tell the truth, it's intimidation, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, can I roll an insight then?
yeah, insight.
And then
Roll.
he would have to counter roll that, right?
Yeah, he would have to counter roll with deception. So this is a contested
Well-
roll. So if he rolls higher than 22, which he didn't, you know that
You know
he's
I'm
withholding.
information.
Yeah. You know that he's not telling you entirely everything. But you also can probably tell that the reason he isn't telling you that is probably for the betterment of the party.
Yeah. So I go up to him just like, can you at least just tell me what's going on? Just so I can be aware.
They don't burrow through stone. I want to keep them at least tentative or attentive. I don't want them to get relaxed.
All right.
Okay.
Only because we have a kid here as well. Could make things worse.
I will give you a little more information on that kraken. You know when they're summoned, they start off about the size of like a dolphin, and they grow very rapidly. Yeah, it takes maybe 4 hours after the summoning with sufficient life energy to fully grow one.
Life energy, like a giant bowl
Of blood, or a heap of bodies in a hole, or a sacrificial altar. Go on, Tom.
You see, like as I'm processing this in my head, I start to like make faces like, "Ooh, that's actually not a. Oh, that's that."
On the bright side, the bowl of blood jelly's still there.
Hey, pirate. I'll make a bet. I'll give you a gold piece if you take a sip.
All right, I will do that.
All right, you
I'll
go
take you
over
up
to
on
the
that
blood.
bet.
You go over to the blood jelly. You just dip your hand in, cup up a little bit of the blood jelly, and just slurp. Make me a Constitution check as you do that.
Constitution save.
Yeah, con save. All right, you get some blood jelly, and you projectile vomit onto this statue here. And I mean, it's just instant. like you swallow, and that just the blood jelly comes right the fuck back out with that vomit. And it hits that statue, and as blood hits that statue, you feel the ground shake again. And this time, these crack open. I can't actually move them because I painted them on with the other app. But they crack open, and you can see behind it is a door.
Oh God!
Excellent. The
I'm going to
pirate's on
start
board.
moving the bookcase even
Well
more.
done, pirate. Here's your
Where
gold
need the
piece.
Gold.
I'll give it to you once we escape. I promise.
So yeah, you start
Wait,
moving the
Our
shelves.
hero was flipping through the books.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all of these books are really fucking old, but I have some okay insight into the dark gods, but it's all gibberish. Like, have you ever seen kind of like the walls of like a stalker where it's got like all the threads and all the pictures and shit and all the like, what does this mean? The question marks, circles. That's what all these books are. They're all journals.
We'll never find the identity of Pepe Sylvia.
Someone had a lot of free time.
Oh, these are nonsensical. He just tosses a book over.
The child starts piling books up and just lights them on fire just because she can.
Got the Pendleton. You saw the room. Okay.
On this activity.
Nice. Well, enjoy.
Well, at least we know that she can fit into most human civilization.
And yeah. Do you guys go through the bookshelf?
Yes.
Can I roll a perception to make sure it's safe?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Burn the books. Who needs them?
It is not safe on the other side of that door. And unfortunately for the Eladrin, he went ahead and went through. So that door opens, and you all you all pop out just up here in this hallway.
Oh, wait,
Boop-a-dee-bee-dop. Beep-a-dee-boop-bop. Skeet-a-bop.
Yeah. And the first thing you see is a giant tentacle in the hallway.
Oh no.
Yeah. It is just kind of flopping about in the middle of the hallway.
Must not be good.
Yeah.
There's a tentacle there.
Yeah, you know that the suckers of a kraken, if it gets on your face, can tear your skin from your face. You watch this happen to at least two
thank
people.
you for the follow. I appreciate that.
This be a
but be
sign.
careful.
Yeah.
If you do decide to do that.
As for the paladin, you are able to start sensing undead in the area, or necromancy, because you have detect good and evil as paladin.
Can I see anything further into the room?
So all of these are behind closed doors.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see now.
Yeah. This is wall. I tried to do walls. This map is significantly better, in my opinion, than the other one was.
So we only see the tentacle?
Only see the tentacle and two doors.
The tentacle is dead straight ahead.
Can I attack
and the door on the left and right.
I don't think the tentacle
the child
is actually
goes in
dead.
immediately after.
She's getting a grip on the shoulder.
He's like, no.
Fucking, I go ahead of them.
Alright.
Can I shoot it?
When the child
What have I told you about running into rooms that might be booby-trapped?
Boobies are birds, that's what you said.
No, your aunt is an idiot.
Oh.
There you go.
Let the aunt run into the room that has the booby traps first?
I do like me some Blue Moon.
Ah, right.
I was like,
but yes, you can shoot at the tentacle. Feel free to make a ranged attack. You might need to get a wee bit closer, though, because you do not have the greatest range with that, because it's a flintlock.
Yeah, I do that.
Where is my character?
So, are they gonna get closer? Or
right, we have not placed your character. All right, here you go. Now you can. He's
I'm
right
not
here.
there either.
I guess right here.
He's right there.
As
So you can drag him.
Oh.
As Pyra
And there's Mirkus.
is about to leave the room,
Yeah.
knowing that this might start combat, I'm going to tap on the shoulder and just say, "You got this." As I give them temporary hit points.
Oh,
Equal to
joy.
my spellcasting ability modifier.
Who has temporary hit points?
Pyra.
Oh, joy. They're going to use exactly none of that.
Spell mod is
Do I just click on my pistol then? To shoot
Yep.
intelligence.
The hand
Yep.
cannon?
1 extra HP, just in case.
Oh,
1
joy.
HP.
A
Better
glimmer
than
of hope.
nothing. Better
You
than
give me-
Just
nothing.
in case, I forgot to.
That's
intelligence.
great,
all.
thanks!
Great, thank you.
I forgot to spec into intelligence. Be smart.
So you should just be able to click where it says the word hand cannon, and it should roll your weapon for you on your
Oh,
character.
Cat's doing it.
So Cat, you walk up, you pull out your flintlock, you aim it, you pull your trigger, and you fire, and you watch as the most terrifying thing you've ever seen happen in your presence happen. This tentacle does not get hit by the bullet; instead, it smacks the bullet into the wall.
What the
Did you,
actual
did you guys fucking see that? How? You need bigger bullets.
My bullets be ineffective, lads.
Well,
Good. Last time you fought one of these things, you needed a cannon.
I was gonna say, unless you actually have a cannon in your backpack, what else can you do?
Anybody here have a cannon?
no, but I do have. I'm going to try to shoot Eldritch Blast, moving out of the way because someone seems to be in front of me.
Alrighty.
Like just
Where is it? There it is. Yeah. You fire your Eldritch Blast at it, and it does not seem like this thing is even tickled by it.
Oh no!
Right.
I'm
Why
like,
is-
Kraken
why
be
is
a
this
tough
happening?
beast to slay.
Yeah,
Which
the
door,
a
left or right?
friend.
All right, I do my best to sneak into the room on the left,
so this
just
one?
to
I'll-
have a look around.
I'll
Yep.
follow.
Long
you-
hold left click to ping, by the way.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I do my I go into stealth just to try and sneak, just so the tentacle doesn't see me go in
the
there.
tentacle knows you guys are there. It's just it can't move out of the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's stuck in place.
stuck in the ground?
Yeah, as you'll see, the ground is soft and the walls are broken in different places.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I would like to go into the room into the left just to have a look around.
All right. You go in there, and it is instantly a morbid sight.
What
There
the fuck
are-
happened to those bodies?
Yeah. You don't know what's in those body bags, but they are wriggling, and there's still blood on them. The only one that isn't bagged is the one at the foot of the bed. And that person appears to have been stripped alive and then smoked.
Oh god!
Barbecue.
Can one of you guys get in here, please? I don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
Right outside the door, so come on in.
You poke your head in, and this is brutal even for you.
Oh my god!
There's also a very large statue and a bowl in there.
Oh man.
shoot.
Whatever
Are
you
these
do,
bodies alive or dead? Are these?
Both.
In the body bags, they are wriggling.
Okay.
The only one not wriggling is this one.
All right. I proceed to cut down the one on the far left, just so I can have a look inside the bag.
All right. You cut it open, and the first thing that happens is very, very large maggots start to come out. And then, where exactly do you cut this bag?
I cut it from the lower end, like
Oh,
roughly where the legs would be. So closest to me, that's where I start cutting.
So you like start cutting at the feet, and all the maggots start to come out and everything, and you get to a certain point where you're cutting, and its legs kick out and rip the bottom of this thing open, and it sits up and starts shaking at you violently.
What the fuck is even that?
Just lob its head region with my greatsword.
All right.
Hey,
Go
thanks
ahead and
for
roll
that
to
follow,
hit
Menrez.
with advantage because it
I
is
appreciate that.
restrained.
Welcome in.
Do we hear noises from there?
Yeah, you just hear, what the fuck is
With
that?
advantage 23.
Yeah,
With
you
a
hear,
12
what the
plus damage.
Language,
Yeah,
remember.
all you hear is, roar, and then you hear, what the fuck is that? And then you hear, thunk, as you hear a great sword just drive into something. And your great sword is lodged in its head, and it's still shaking violently as it's trying to get out of this bag. The other bags start wriggling violently as well, seemingly in response.
What did you do to them? Oh my god! We're not touching.
I'm
We're
gonna
not touching
run
the
into
other
the
ones.
room with all the commotion going about.
Yeah, you were met by a really morbid sight of the desiccated corpse at the foot of the bed and them fighting undead bodies that are still tied up. And
Well,
as you kind of pull your great sword out and back, the head of this body in this bag opens up, and its head is split in two. You can see its brain and everything. It's still alive, and it starts, kind of wiggling about, and its two halves of its head are flopping side to side. And it's gurgling. Blood is coming up out of its throat. So it's a pretty bad sight.
What the fuck is that? I don't want to go near it.
Make a. Alright, I'm gonna roll. How many people are in that room? There's Seraph, there's Corey, and there's the pirate. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe of the collars, let him go. My mom told me for your best one, and you are it. Cat, make a dex save for me as you pop your head in.
Dexterity?
Yes.
Dexterity save, yeah.
Yeah. As you walk in, this thing kind of lets out a.
Hey, no
and it just sprays blood in your general direction. You move out of the way very quickly. And as the blood hits the wall, it starts to burn and discolor the stone.
Kill the beast!
Oh god, no!
Don't just stand there, kill it!
Oh, wait. I quickly grab some more. Okay, sorry. Can I cast a firebolt at it?
Yeah, you can light it on fire.
I want to light it on fire. I just want to
burn it alive.
Yeah,
or dead.
You light that bed on fire, as well as the corpse on it, and something occurs to you. That cloth is going to burn away before the body does.
Oh fuck! What have I done?
Ye be a fool!
Oh god! Hope to God it burns them to death before they get up.
Yeah. And the bodies start wriggling around. You hear the maggots screaming, even. And the ropes start to burn. This is me giving you guys time to get out of the room and shut the door, by the way.
Yeah,
I need to get out. I'm fucking done. We're just going to lock them back in there. I don't
As
be
they're
in there.
leaving that
I'll be
room,
left
I'm
out.
going to enter the other room. Or at least peek my head in.
Yeah, peek to the right.
Yeah. So you just kind of close that door, and you hear screaming and undead sounds. You hear smacking against the door.
Not my problem.
Yeah. The
That's
kid's
the next guy's problem.
Yeah, the kid starts making knock jokes at the door. Because the kid doesn't understand that there's undead on the other side of it. You poke your head in this room, and this room is odd. The walls over here are busted open. There's a very large bronze statue in the middle. 4 columns, and what appears to be a throne with a man dead with a chest on him. Almost if he was crushed by the weight of this chest and then left to die. There's more bodies, and a book, and a lot more books.
I'm going to enter the room, and I'm going to approach the man on the throne and investigate, but not touch anything.
Make an investigation check.
Like the Eldritch Blast in the
Investigation.
chest.
You would like to
A
Eldritch
5.
Blast the chest?
I got a
Yes,
5.
sir.
All right. You're doing that, and all of a sudden, just an Eldritch Blast comes by and hits that fucking chest. And as
God.
it happens, the guy, the weight of the chest goes through and snaps his fucking legs off
I
of
would
the
be
guy
right about
in the
here.
chair. And all of a sudden, his upper half springs to life, and he plants his hands on the side of the chair, pops free of the chair, and roll initiative against chair guy.
Oh God.
Yeah, you bet to get fucked up by chair
How
guy.
the fuck did you do this?
There's-
Guys,
I
it's
can't-
not a mimic.
I knew it was trapped. That's why I said don't touch anything.
I didn't touch
Well,
anything.
technically,
What the
he
hell is the
didn't
noise
touch
going on
anything.
here? Who shot the guy in the chair?
No. So what you guys walk in to see is a torso and head holding itself up with its arms, and looking like it's about to drunken master your ass.
Oh God!
Why does everyone make the
I-
undead?
Where exactly are we?
Just for the record, this was not my doing.
Right. So right. Who all's in here? Seraph rolled. Corey, we need you to roll for initiative, and that's
Wait, whereabouts is
Am I?
initiative?
all right. So
Bear, you're back here.
yeah. So you remember where it shows your health and everything
Pyra's in here as
sheet?
well.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Pirate's in here as well. They followed us in.
All right. Let me.
yeah.
But no tokens were selected. What?
Make sure you
Well,
click
yeah.
on your character art,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
Yeah. Click on your little token and then click initiative.
there we go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
So,
it didn't
I
add
guess-
me.
I'm not really worried about the counter. It's one dude. Unless he rolls really well, I imagine he will be dead before too long.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be dead by his turn, but we're gonna fucking go with it anyways. So the first person to go, of course, is going to be Seraph. You've dealt with the undead plenty of times. It is sheer instinct for you. In what seems like an instant, your weapon is ready.
I'm going to use my bonus action to get this ready. Let's see.
Wrathful Smite. Alright.
And I am going to. I mean, really. Distance. Ooh, just short.
Yeah, it's a large room. I'll say large room. 60 feet is like 2.5 car lengths, so you know you can fit 2.5 cars in this room. Me.
Sal, can you share your screen so I can see better?
To fucking.
Can I want to roll a perception check just to make sure there's nothing else that actually wants to hurt us in here. Based on all of this.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Nat 20.
There. Yeah.
Go.
You can tell that this is this thing is a construct. You know this just because of your magical ways, but you know it is actively choosing to stand there and do nothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Please no one hit the sign. The statue.
Yeah. It's a very large statue.
Hang on, my browser is not like.
Alright. I guess we won't attack the statue.
Okay.
She's
We're
got
moving
eyes
what,
for
Ren?
statue.
There, 30 feet.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
And for reference, I need to place down an undead token. For reference, the token that I'm about to place is not does not represent what this thing actually is. It is not a Death Knight.
It is a
I'm just
placeholder.
Yes, it is a
It's a
placeholder.
placeholder.
It is not actually a Death Knight. But yeah. Seems very very jaunty for what it is. Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Next is Corey.
Yep. How much does that chest weigh?
More than you can probably lift at the moment. Remember, it was used to pin someone to death.
Might be
Okay. I want to use vicious mockery on it just to try and get its attention away from the others. With them being so close.
How do you insult it?
I insult it by saying really horrendous things about its mother and its previous kingdom that it probably ruled over, and saying it likes things done to it by the tentacles outside the room.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah. Just real quick, could you click the vicious mockery spell for me on your character sheet so it posts it? Thank you. String of laced insults, yada yada yada. All right, 2 psychic damage. Yeah. You know, skeletons can't frown, but you imagine that this thing is not very happy with you. It turns towards you with its deadpan eyes. You can imagine that it is either sad or upset.
I just stand there looking at it with my middle claw up.
It also needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh, right. Shot 1d.
Oh yeah, it aced it.
It doesn't look happy with you, but it's just kind of like, wow, what an asshole. He didn't know skeletons had feelings until today.
It now has mild depression.
This is a PSA. Depression carries into the afterlife.
It really does.
Skeleton
Literally
minds share a lot of
crippling him.
things in common.
You see that chest? It's weighed down by the crushing weight of defeats he suffered in the past. It's the weight of his own self-judgment.
It's the way
anyways.
of all these
Chat to the
elves.
metaphor.
Yeah. But yeah. Is that all you're doing this turn, or you got bonus action you want to take?
You're a bard, right? No.
Yeah. No, I am a bard.
Bardic inspiration, someone.
All right, yeah. I would actually like to inspire the child to see if they're willing to do anything against the undead.
Well, you know what
You
the
know
bardic
child that's
inspiration
not
does,
in the
right?
room?
Nope, child's in the room now.
Well,
Oh, come on.
The bardic inspiration gives a bonus die to someone whenever they roll.
Well, the child also has one on initiative, so
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration it is.
The child's too busy telling knock knock.
the child's too busy telling knock knock jokes and just kind of bursts in here and goes, "A midget."
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Kid, this is not what we meant. We just... Oh.
No, you're inspiring the kid. You're like, yeah, go show the midget how you throw fire around.
You can do it,
It's
kid.
like,
I believe
watch
in
me.
you. Especially after everything you said earlier about those knock knock jokes. You made everybody here feel better about themselves. Just keep going. Do what you do best.
Alright, so that's your actions and stuff. Which means it is now Pyra's turn.
I wonder what I'm going to do. Now, let's do the classics of Firebolt.
Alright. Firebolt. Did that send? Yes, it did. 17 to hit. That does hit. So this dancing skeleton, it's got like cloth and everything on it. You just you hit the skeleton with a firebolt, and all the cloth on it ignites. Its arms ignite. the like turban kind of thing it had on ignites, and it starts dancing around faster, bouncing between both limbs. It doesn't really make any sound, and it's about this time you realize that part of its neck is missing. It no longer has a larynx.
You cannot display its pain.
Yeah.
Let's flush the cut.
Yes, I definitely know what that is.
Is that all you wanted to do, Pyre?
I mean, it's just one undead.
Yeah.
And
just-
she knows nothing else, so yeah, I wouldn't want to waste anything.
yeah, fair enough. That means it is now Cat's turn. It is the pirate's turn. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, it is the pirate's turn. Pirate, it is your turn.
Can I try and shoot it right between the eyes?
Go ahead and roll. Yes, you can. That is a natural fucking 20.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Die,
So,
ye
That's
fiend!
for nat 20.
Yeah. So it's dancing around. It's on fire, which makes it a very clear target. You're no foreigner to shooting people while they're on fire. You're a pirate.
Of course not.
Yeah. So
It's only
Y-
merciful.
you for sake of you move up to about here with your 30 feet of movement. You pull out your flintlock and you take aim and you fire, and the bullet passes like right into its nose hole and blows the back of the skull open and fragments everything, and it just stops dancing and just kind of falls over.
What a fucking shot! Well done.
Shot, one kill.
How did you do that? How come you couldn't do that to the tentacle outside?
The
My
Kraken
God.
be a mysterious beast.
I'm gonna turn that boy into-
skeletons before.
Oh, I'm turning
I
that
just-
boy into calamari after.
While I'm talking, I kind of just like want to peer back into the room with the tentacle.
It is slowly. It's like extended out to here now, but it can't go any further.
Aw.
Oh man.
From where I'm
Uh,
standing, can I see through the broken wall now?
Yes, you can see through the broken wall, and you see another tentacle, but this one is not moving.
Hmm.
Um,
The other one wasn't
Not
moving
yet, at
either.
well, no,
No.
this one is wriggling about. This
Oh, I
one's
know.
not. Yes.
I'm gonna pull out
Oh.
my short bow and just fire a test arrow at it.
It
You
sinks.
wake it up, I swear.
It sinks in to the flesh of it, and as it does that, like the skin kind of falls apart. It is very clear this is not a living tentacle, but has been dead for quite some time and is decaying.
Good. It's on top of another summoning circle, though, I can see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For those of you familiar in magic, if you're summoning a biological creature and the circle breaks, whatever you summoned, whatever you're in the middle of summoning dies.
That's unfortunate.
Oh.
So,
Can I investigate the
chest?
treasure?
Oh, right.
When the
Guys,
pirate...
we forgot to loot the chest. We'll let the pirate do it.
I'm gonna back
he loves
off from them
booty.
opening the chest.
Um,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I moved behind the big bronze statue
The
to
construct?
stay hidden.
I
Yeah.
would the other tieflings.
I'm gonna
assuming.
investigate the book over
Actually,
here. I'm gonna
Before
investigate
you
that.
open that chest, I'm gonna be standing, over here by the door.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright. So we're gonna do chest, and then we're gonna move to book. All right. So the chest, you all start gathering. Well, some of you start gathering along this chest, open it, and you start jimmying the lock and everything because it is locked. And no, that is not the shit. No thanks. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Son of a bitch.
I'm just staring
Sure.
at the construct, like expecting.
And you get this chest open, and what is inside this chest is decorative crystallized eggs. they're very large. There are exactly 6 of them.
Shotgun
and
one.
Yeah, they are all incredibly heavy. They all weigh exactly 55 pounds.
That's fucking more than what I carry.
Yeah.
Come on. That's not
it-
that
it-
heavy.
Well, yeah.
That's
To be
25
fair,
kilos.
How many of
no,
them?
to be
Six
fair,
lightweights.
yeah. To be fair, Cat can carry 540 pounds without issue.
Okay, so you know who's doing the heavy
Yeah.
lifting here.
Well, he's lived on the seas. You have any idea how many ropes he's had to pull? You have any idea how many masts
many
he's
eggs?
had to hoist?
How many treasure chests do you have
There's
to carry?
6 eggs.
6. Okay.
Yeah. This is kind of like common loot or common like labor for the pirate.
All in a day's work.
There are 6
I'm
of these eggs. They each weigh 55 pounds.
What of them?
What you?
Are these like living
Uh,
eggs or like that?
Uh,
Great.
well, you will have to figure that out later, because I'm moving on to the book now. Haha, changing topics. Fuck you.
Haha.
Anyways, the book. So you're looking at this book, and it is bound, with living human leather.
Living?
Living human leather, meaning if you damage it, it regrows,
Interesting.
and it is very clearly human leather. You've never known such a porous breakout on any other living creature other than a human. Maybe an orc, but this is an orc tinted skin.
I'm gonna pick up the book.
Yeah.
Very
So the actual-
cautiously.
Yeah, so the bindings are made of human leather, and as you look closer, the actual face of the book is a face. It is quite literally someone's face.
I was gonna curiously say hello there, like more like investigating or like talking to himself.
Luckily for you, the book does not talk back. It is probably the first dead thing that you've seen around here. However, as you pick it up, you see these guys. They're not bound, and lucky for you, for good reason. As you pick them up, only one of them sits up, the one in the middle. But he does not show any aggression. He just kind of looks at you. He has no flesh on him. He's just a straight skeleton. He goes, "Hey, you want to buy something?"
Depends. What are you selling?
What?
Oh wait, it appears
What
that
wares do you have, traveler?
I've been robbed. Actually, most of my things appear to be gone.
That's how we found our, I'll say, missing comrades. Robbed.
Yes, I heard a commotion, so I hid here amongst my comrades. And he gestures to the 2 other bodies. They don't move. He goes, "It's easy to hide amongst your own kind."
Well, obviously. You fooled me.
Yes. Also, that book is mine.
Civilized.
Yes. Not all undead or mindless creatures. Racist bastard.
Liquid.
I walk up to the talking body.
As you were
do you know
saying.
anything? Yeah. Continue. Do you know anything about the tentacles in the other rooms?
That was here when they broke through the floors. I kind of stood here. Heard someone fuck up their spell, though. That was pretty funny. Wall got bust open. A few explosions. And then I heard a lot of people screaming for their lives.
Oh, that explains the crushed guy.
But you were saying about this book.
Oh yeah, book's not mine. Just a heads up. You can keep that book because apparently I don't have any wares to sell you. So consider it an IOU.
Got it.
I go back over to the cat pirate and I ask, like, hey, can I have an egg? I don't like that skeleton dude. He's creeping me out.
Take as many as you can carry. If you're up to it.
I think I can only carry one. I'm sorry.
You can only carry one. It's like the equivalent of putting in like a small atlas stone in your backpack.
I will bring it with me everywhere. It shall be my little baby. Ever since I was castrated as a child.
Don't
you know?
No.
My race, we born from eggs. This is mine now, but I can no longer do it.
Just so you know, it is canon that Dragonborn do lay eggs. That's actually a thing written in D&D, but it is also written that they still have genitalia. But do with that what you will. Yeah.
Anyway.
So, you're looking at these eggs. The child is also looking at these eggs because the child is a very curious creature.
Anyone else?
She's also looking at the burned dude, and she kicks his head like clean across the fucking room. She goes, "What's respect?"
What?
I guess there's not.
I love this kid.
There's not much left of that head for her to kick, so I guess.
Oh my god.
Anyone else wanting an egg?
Yeah.
Dad always says if it's the pleb on the ground, you can do whatever you want.
I'm not gonna get paid for this, am I?
He looks over to his daughter and says, "When in Rome," whatever that means.
What's Rome?
So Eldest,
I will take an egg though.
Yeah, all right. So Eldest, you got to open this book, right? It doesn't open. Those bindings are really tight.
Mm-hmm.
And you try and pry it open. Eventually, you just take your knife and you cut it open.
Right.
And you open it, and you get it open for maybe about 5 seconds before the book whips itself back shut and rebinds. But in the glance that you get, you take 3 necrotic damage.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, to the eyeballs specifically.
Oh
They blacken over for a second and then just return to normal. It's like, ow.
No, they don't even blacken over. He turns around and now he's got like the veins next to his eyes are just
They're all
sunken black.
bloodshot.
No, they're sunken black.
2 human fingers come through the pages and poke you right in your eyeballs.
Exactly. The book says "fuck you" and spits in your face.
Fuck you.
Well, fuck you too.
Aren't you glad you went for the book for loot?
Pirate, I don't
This is
know
why I
if you're
don't read.
Oh my god. I cast Cure Wounds on him just to see if he can get his eyesight back.
I never lost my eyesight.
Oh yeah.
Just to make them feel better.
For level 4, 3 damage is actually kind of a big deal.
Yeah. You heal his eyes. And
Rub some
your
aloe
eyes
vera
feel
on that
better.
shit.
Yay.
Ow, prick, Chuck's book.
So that's 1, 2, 3 eggs handled. Cat, how many eggs are you going to carry? You can carry 3 of these and still walk fine.
Anyone else be wanting one?
No?
Nope, they're too
Alright,
heavy for me to
rest.
carry and still be stealthy like.
I'd be
All
taking
these
the rest then.
eggs look the same?
No, they're all
these-
different colors.
Out of curiosity, do these eggs look anything familiar to Grandpa?
You cannot contact him at the moment. This place has a very odd wording about it.
That's not what I meant. I meant, like, are they similar to anything that I would have known,
Oh, okay.
like Grandpa's?
No, not immediately. These are very
Hey, how's
clearly
it going?
constructed by something.
How you doing, Mini Bear?
But you would not know what kind of person could make something this intricate. I mean, hell, a lot of you have seen the Dwarven works and Elven works of mastercrafts, and nothing really
I'm doing okay. Thank you for stopping by. Glad to see you checking up.
skill to make one of these.
Oh,
Yeah.
the scheming look creeps across my face as I say, on second thought, I'll take one. And I'll walk
Does
over
he
and pick
appears
one
to
up.
be magical in nature?
So, for those of you who can sense magic, as you're staring at these eggs, you get a pulse of magic off of it every now and then, almost as if it's like a clock. Just a tick, tick.
Would I be able to detect the school of magic?
Not immediately.
Could I take a moment to try to figure it out?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna start investigating this construct.
Can I ask my child to give me a hand with this? Just to get
what do you think your child knows about this? Is the
everything I've taught her.
Okay.
Then you both do the same.
Yeah.
But she might be able to recall something better than he can.
Listen, exactly. She's a child. She knows,
Maybe she'll say something stupid that makes sense.
Exactly. That's I'm asking like, here, honey, have a look. What do you think this is? Where do you think this came from? What kind of magic do you think is in this? Just to see if she has any idea.
You hand it to her, she fucking busts it on the ground.
I don't hand it to her. I just show it to her.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
Give me your best. I show it to her. Or I put it in front of her with my, I'm holding it and I go,
we'll make
give
the
it your
roll.
best shot. Give it your best shot. Do I get advantage on this one?
Yeah.
Arcana?
Yeah.
Alright.
I had 20, come on.
Oh, damn.
I rolled it as Lily, but that was my stat sheet, so it's fine.
Yeah. So between the two of you, you managed to figure out very quickly that there are multiple schools of magic entwined here. There's a little bit of alteration, there's some conjuration, there's some transmutation going on, and there is, and I say this with some reservations, but a fuck ton of destruction magic coursing through this one.
And you said it is not like Grandpa's eggs.
No.
Okay.
This is not a biological egg. This would count as a construct, just for reference on everybody.
Before you disseminate that information with the party, I've already picked up an egg.
All our eggs.
You assume I'm telling you anything.
Yeah. I'm already walking towards this door. I'm gonna throw the egg at the tentacle. I planned this before I knew that.
All right. You roll the egg because it is very hard to chuck something 55 pounds more than 5 feet.
Unless
you roll it over to the tentacle, and the tentacle goes to smack it. And when it does, the tentacle rebounds off of it, and there's a very visible bruise on the tentacle.
I'm like,
what was that noise out there?
The tentacle can't break these things.
Oh god. Can I roll my egg towards the hole in the wall? See if I can make a bigger hole.
So what am I
You can all fit through this hole. This is a 5 foot wide hole.
Yeah.
And none of you are 5 feet wide. If we are, someone's going to be pushing.
Yep.
Alright.
Meanwhile,
I continue on into the next room then.
Can I take the other 2 eggs then?
Yeah.
All right.
So for whoever's investigating the construct,
that'd be me.
Yeah, the construct it's just there. It doesn't appear like it cares about your presence. It doesn't appear like it's defending anything. It appears that it has just stood at the ready, eternally waiting for some sort of call to action.
I'm gonna just like put my hand on it and be like, "What are you waiting for?"
You put your hand on it, and the you hear very clearly the bottom of the slab you're on kind of. You hear a whirring, like a mechanical whirring, underneath the stone slab of which this thing's on.
I'm gonna
Say
take a
again.
step back, but that's about all I'll do.
What is with everyone and trying to wake things up?
What?
The bard in the bedroom? The man with the chest?
That wasn't me.
Hey, I just like touching shit. Don't mind me.
That's nasty. You should wash your
I-
hands, says the child as you say you like touching shit.
Yeah, Corey, did you wash your hands?
He will pat his daughter on the head. Good call.
Fucking
Oh,
piss hands,
God.
Corey, over
But
here.
what happens with the whirring?
It stops as soon as you stop touching the mechanical construct.
I guess I'll also touch it from where I am.
Yeah, you walk up and you touch it, and as you touch it, you notice something very odd. You notice that it is completely made of bronze, not brass or anything, bronze. Which nowadays a lot of people don't use bronze for stuff. Most people use steel or something, which means that whatever made this construct made it a very long time ago.
Very old.
Can I take the other 2 eggs while we...
Yeah. So you guys start poking your heads through this this hole in the wall as well. That tentacle's dead. There's also a dead wizard.
How do I add the eggs to my inventory?
Oh, you just type in egg.
Egg.
Yeah.
Searing
So
egg.
worst case
Searing
scenario,
egg.
just throw it in Discord for a while. That's why you all have your Discord things for your own inventories. Worst case scenario, throw it in there, and I will add it to your inventories later. Because the character sheet is it's not the greatest for people who don't understand it. The intricacies of the character sheet.
Now, question: do we all know that this thing is a construct, or
What, the big horse in the middle, or
yeah?
I don't know. Did anyone ever relay that information?
Yeah.
I would assume, like, visually it's obvious because the joints would probably be slightly separated.
Yeah. It's clear it moves.
Alright, I'm probably gonna. Okay, Pyre's gonna say this to the construct. Like, you've been here for a long time, haven't you? Wanna
What
come with us?
language? What language?
Looking a bunch of dead stuff, but I don't know Abyssal, so I guess I'll just try Infernal.
No response.
Then I'll try again in Draconic,
No response.
and then finally in Common. Those are my
No
only
response.
3.
Oh, can I try talking to it?
Sure.
While he's doing that, it's obviously the horse is obviously wearing some kind of armor. Are there any like clan tags or something designating on the horse?
Roll an
Or
investigation
armor?
check. What languages do you speak to the horse in?
Dwarven.
Alright, so you start speaking Dwarven to it. Because, dwarves use a lot of bronze. And it's a very natural connection that you make. You start speaking to it in Dwarven. And you see how you're behind one of its legs right there?
Mhm.
Make a dex save.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's intimidation. My bad. Investigation.
Its leg fires back and narrowly misses your head. But but you could tell that probably would have resulted in a busted jaw.
That is a
Step
19 for you,
away.
Shadow.
What's going on in the other room?
Which
I can hear shit.
yeah. So you guys hear from over here in the wall. You're like, what's going on in there? I'm trying to fuck with this dead wizard. What the fuck are you guys doing?
I'm trying to search him. Can I roll a would it be investigation?
Yes, investigation. But yeah, you find a Dwarven rune on this construct, so it's very clearly Dwarven. But it appears to be an offshoot of Dwarven, almost more of a Duragar kind of build.
Hold on, we lost Craig.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. When did we lose Craig?
Just now.
now.
It just pinged.
No.
Um,
Well, does it still save it?
It's automatically saved usually.
Thank
God.
when he
Hold on.
leaves.
Well, I tried to speak to it and it tried to kill me.
Hold on. Let me just see how much of it got.
So you're saying I found the rune on the dead body, right?
Started.
No. The rune on the construct is Dwarven, but it's an offshoot of Dwarven. So it's an offshoot of the Dwarven dialect, so you can assume, since it hates dwarves, but it's still Dwarven, you can assume that because it's Dwarven but still hates dwarves, it is probably a Duragar construct.
Okay.
Yeah. As for the wizard, Corey, you're searching the wizard, and you find you a cool stick, a magic stick known as a magic wand.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is completely out of charges at the moment, but you could find someone to recharge that wand.
Alright.
It is a wand of magic missile.
Would I be able to try to speak to it in Abyssal?
We already tried Abyssal.
You are trying Abyssal?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will try my other language,
When did
Primordial.
we try Abyssal?
We didn't.
Yeah, when?
We tried Infernal.
Oh, I thought they said...
Yeah, Infernal.
Oh, Dragonic and... my bad. My bad.
See,
Then I will once again try Abyssal.
you try Abyssal, and the head of the horse slowly turns towards you, and it replies, well, correction, what do you say to an Abyssal?
Hello. That's
Hi.
just hello. Hello.
It turns towards you, and as it speaks in Abyssal,
Yeah, none of you knew I spoke Abyssal because I didn't let it be known.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit until just now.
anyone who understands Abyssal, you hear this thing go, "We await the orders of the Dark Ones. Are you here to deliver those orders?"
Which
We
dark
could try
ones?
and trick it.
Answer, unacceptable. And it turns back to the front.
You blew your...
You wasted your cards.
Which Dark Ones? It's just like...
You played your cards wrong, lad.
How do you know what I said?
I know what you said. Can I speak Abyssal?
Yeah. Chad, I don't think you speak Abyssal.
Oh, right.
So you just kind of like, you stare
Can I
at
make a
the
religion check to see if I can remember if there is a dark god of like the Forge, maybe?
Yeah, go ahead. Make a history check.
History, not religion? Okay.
Or, sorry, no, religion. Yeah, religion. Duh.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You come to the realization that, the Duragar probably had their own dark god.
Don't remember the name, but
Yeah, you don't remember the name, but considering that this is a cultist hideout, you imagine that there's probably quite a few things relating to the old gods in here.
Back to the books.
Like the book that I tried to read.
Yeah.
Despite my intrigue at this thing can speak Abyssal, I suggest we rather not wake up a construct that's been resting for potential centuries, and let's just regroup.
So
I continue. Can I continue searching the room and I check the big table right here, see if there's anything on it.
there's a few. So that's an altar that's just been knocked over by the tentacle. Probably when it ripped this person's face off. By the way, the sorcerer no longer has a face. And yeah, it looks as if there's some golden candlesticks, a few pieces of paper that are too soaking through to read anymore. And probably the most interesting thing about it is that it is made out of marble, blue marble.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's quite pretty. Pirate, get in here. We found some booty. We'll smash it up and take some pieces. I'm sure we can sell it for a bit.
All right.
You hear the call of booty, and pirate, you're ready. You're ready to carry the booty.
Yes. Can I roll I guess it'd be a perception check to see how we could dismantle it?
No, you would roll a strength check to bash the fuck out of it.
Alright.
Okay, roll investigation to search for anything else that might be around that's useful.
I can tell you right now, all those books are exactly the same as the other ones you found. But yeah. So you see the pirate do something terrifying as the pirate wants to dismantle this. This altar looks like it easily weighs, give or take, about 500-600 pounds. And you watch the pirate go over to one end of it, grab it, hoist it up with his knees, and slam it into the ground. You have the feeling that it just you realize that this motherfucker could probably smack somebody with a horse cart.
Remind me not to piss the pirate off. Fuck.
Yeah.
Lily, come back here. Rule 3. When adventuring with dipshits and the dipshits start doing dipshit things, don't dipshit with the dipshits.
But they're breaking shit.
Who you be calling dipshit?
Say that to my face.
Worry
That
not,
to your
the
face.
responsible one has arrived.
Yeah.
And I climb through
I'll follow him in.
So you go, you're more than welcome to break shit. She goes, yeah, and she goes over to the tentacle and touches it and lights it on fire. And
You know what? Go ahead.
Anybody hungry? I love seafood.
Yeah.
The view, that's not good.
Never had
idea.
Kraken once.
Yeah. Well, it's already dead,
for my
so
liking.
I mean, you could eat it.
Yeah, but it's been dead, so
Yeah.
Char grilled octopus has never sounded so good.
Well, correction, it would be dry aged grilled octopus at this point.
This dead body here is quite odd, though. Why is
Slightly
it right next to the
necrotic.
tentacle?
You can imagine the tentacle did not like the summoner and ripped its face off.
Looked like it ripped everything off.
It seems to have interrupted its own.
Well, I guess we can't check the altar yet anymore.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. There is no more altar. There's just chunks of stone.
Blue marble.
Oh.
Like you know the shit where you see people lift an Atlas stone? This motherfucker could probably take like a 250-pound Atlas stone in each hand.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And still have a little bit extra, be able to carry a backpack.
Yeah. So yeah, you start pocketing these pieces of blue marble. How many pounds of blue marble do you want to carry?
Let me add up real quick.
Because you've got 110 pounds of egg. You've got like 50 pounds of gear.
That would be 163 that I have currently, so we'll take 30 pounds of marble.
There, you get 30 pounds of blue marble.
Just a trivial amount.
Yeah. But yeah, the smell of grilled octopus fills the area, and yeah.
Oh, I thought it would be more dangerous because who knows how long it's been here and dead.
Well, I mean that sorcerer's
Try
pretty
the lack
fresh.
of humidity.
Yeah. And that sorcerer's pretty fresh as well. Not to mention the tentacle itself is pretty briny, therefore it's salted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm-
Have
does
him race
anyone-
Shit on the
See.
floor.
I'm gonna go approach this door over
that is
here.
moss.
I light it on fire.
You light the moss on fire,
You
and
fucking-
fire quickly starts to spread throughout the area.
we have to roll dexterity checks
everyone-
now to dodge
Yeah.
the fire.
No, hold on. Because there's a break in the wall here, the moss doesn't connect. He just lights this fucking room on fire. That had the chest and everything in it.
Am I still in that room, or did I leave?
You left that room. He lights it on fire and he comes through the hole in the wall. But not too long after, that skeleton comes through. Not cool, man. And then he just runs through. He's on fire, but he doesn't look like he's dying. He busts through this door, and you hear him scramble up. You hear bones on wood. You know, that distinct sound that everyone knows.
Oh,
I forgot
that's what
about
I'm looking
Yes.
for.
I was going to try to put out his fire for visitation as he walked by, but okay.
I would like to get out of here, guys. Shall we?
Me too. I peek through the door just to make I roll a perception just to peek through the door to make sure the tentacle isn't within reach.
That tentacle could definitely smack you if it wanted to.
Somebody
But-
throw your egg.
Well, at the moment, it is still focused on the other egg that was thrown at it.
Yeah, did none of you guys pick that up?
No.
None of
We
you
wasted,
pick up your egg.
we wasted an egg on that. However,
I
you do
rolled
notice.
egg for the tentacle.
You
I'm not
do
picking it up.
notice. You do notice now that this tentacle is bruised, like all over, from repetitively smacking this egg.
I mean, I could probably grab that if we
Does
wanted.
it have a weak spot? Yeah,
Can I
it's
go
like,
and can I go and slash at the tentacle with my sword?
Sure.
like, can I blast
Sure.
that hole?
Go ahead and roll to hit as you run out this door and stab at the tentacle.
I think more of a slice.
I
but
run.
Yeah.
Well, slice, yeah.
With him.
Yeah. You get out there and you actually slash into it. You slash into it, and your blade just kind of slips through it almost. It doesn't cut for a lot of damage, but you do definitely cut.
Does the tentacle seem distracted now? Like, kind of fixated on them and leaving the egg alone?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to Misty Step behind it, grab the egg, and continue to run away.
Alright.
Back down
Here's-
towards where we came in.
So you're gonna have to run through fire.
No, I won't.
No, because it's just in the room.
No. In the
You have
hallway.
to go through the fire room either way.
Well, I can Misty Step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
So, well, he has to wait until. So the tentacle turns around. Well, not turn around, but it does change its direction towards you guys. Seraph, would you like to do something before one of you gets smacked?
Yes, actually. A last spell slot. And
Protection from
gonna
good and
cast
evil.
that on myself.
On yourself. Alright. Well, you didn't really attack this thing, so it's not really like immediately focused on you. It turns towards the pirate who just dared to cut its bruised flesh. And I know for a fact that hits Cat. And yeah, I rolled as Pyra, by the way, sorry. It smacks you for
264
way?
damage.
no.
Nintendo 64.
Wow, that is actually really low. That's as low as it could have been. It smacks the fuck out of you. It comes down and it smacks you right on the shoulder, real hard. And one of its suckers grabs hold of you know your flesh. You are now grappled by the tentacle sucker.
Can I quickly come and then shoot this thing with a?
While it's doing that, I'm
Agonize,
gonna go get the egg.
Yeah. Well, you have the egg.
I have the egg.
Yeah, you already have the egg.
Okay,
with
cool.
Agonar's Scorcher fire.
Yeah. Yes.
So it /R1.
I got the egg.
It fails that save, so yeah, Pyra bursts through the door and fires a small line of fire.
Basically, a fucking Kamehameha.
Yeah, basically an extended blowtorch is what Pyra has, and just kind of whoosh. And the tentacle does not look at all phased. But what Pyra did manage to do was cauterize that slash back shut.
We need to
God
leave
damn
that
it.
alone and get out of here.
you
I'm gonna start
did.
climbing the ladder.
The child, while all this is going on, just goes do, just waltzes past.
Yeah.
My
So I took
gosh.
9 damage, right? So I have 31 HP.
Yee.
Now I'm
Yeah,
insulted.
Real quick, there we go.
So yeah. Oh,
Uh-oh.
right. I should probably move Pyra to where Pyra is. There we go.
Anyone be wanting to help me?
Can I use? Can I use a meta magic to do quicken spell?
Can spell. All right. To do what?
Since fire and force hasn't worked on this thing, I'm going to try snowballs.
Tilux Snowball Storm.
I just sigh.
Surprisingly, it fails to save. Yeah, you start hurling a. It's really odd to see. So what the fire mage does is holds out their hand, right? And you all see this magic swirling around. You're like, oh man, the wizard's going to do something cool. And then just a flurry of snowballs fire out of her hand.
There better be some rocks in those snowballs.
Well, it starts hitting around the base of the tentacle, and you notice that because the tentacle is, a moist being, it actually starts to freeze some of the water and mucus on it, thus slowing it.
Keep it up. Keep freezing it. I take back what I said.
Yes, you know that.
Oh,
My
God.
that's why I have a backup in my snowballs.
You would be real sad to know that was the last of your second level spell slots. This is the only time they can do it. But as it's frozen, you notice the muscles in it kind of grow weaker, Cat.
Well, actually,
anyone else wish to do anything to the tentacle at the moment?
No, but I'm trying to help get Cat out real quick.
So you Misty step back over, you grab Cat, make a strength check with both of you.
Also, Sarah, can I get rid of?
Do I need a strength check too?
Yes, both of you need to roll strength.
I will be right back. I need to grab something real quick, like 10 seconds.
That is greater than a 30. So yes, between the two of you, you yank your arm free. And you ever seen a hickey? Well, everyone's seen a hickey. Everyone knows what a hickey is. You have like a football-sized hickey on your shoulder now.
Oof.
Oh, God. I start using
Tis
vicious
but a
mockery
scratch.
on the tentacle just so the others can get back to the other side so we can escape.
Oh, no. Everyone's already on the same side as you.
Oh, we are? Oh, you already made it back
Yeah,
over,
yeah.
did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone's kind of over here.
Guys, let's get the fuck out of here. We can leave the hentai tentacle. Let's go.
What's a hentai?
It's a thing where I'm from. You don't have to worry. We use our tail.
Is it when a chicken wears a tie and a suit and looks real fancy?
Yes.
Alright, so
How
can
did you
I
know?
run away from the tentacle?
Yeah.
It has a very strong opinion about sucking. That's the joke.
So you all go through up this ladder that's right here, and you all come up into a basement.
Joy.
Yeah. Specifically, you all climb one by one out of this chest.
Oh god.
I see the weird trick there was that's all along.
Question: so does my HP have a max to it? Like a max HP that I can have?
Yes.
Mine keeps
Should be 40.
displaying to my level 1 HP.
I
Um,
changed mine to 31. How do I make sure that where do I
yeah, hold on.
deduct or add?
I have to keep editing it back to 36.
Hold on.
Shadow.
I said hold on. It should be right here. 40. Oh, there. And now it should say just below your normal HP that it's 40.
Okay, cool.
What's your max health, Noob?
36.
36. Alright.
I
Give
keep
me
having
one.
to set it manually.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll fix it. Do. Da, 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 da.
Sorry for the interruption.
That's because you're setting the word max at 36. You need to set the other side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Anyways, you all climb out into this wonderful basement. And fuck me, I think I just
Is it a basement if we
something.
go up though?
I mean,
We're
there.
probably several layers down.
Yeah,
in
we
a
came out of
sub-basement.
like this.
Gotcha.
We were in the
I am-
sub-basement. We're now in the basement.
Well, correction, you were in the cult hideout. So
Doing the sneaky.
you all.
Whoever owns the abode. Feel my wrath. Exactly.
The dog gets it. So you all get out here, and you start, you know, looking around. It's a basement. There's a ladder in the corner of the room.
I just want to get out of this place, guys. This place is creeping me out. I haven't seen anything like that in a very long time.
Those chests?
Actually, you know what? Let's play rock, paper, scissors. We all choose one each. Whatever's in there, we keep.
I immediately go for a chest. Notice that everyone
There's,
else is already looted. It's like y'all already looted stuff.
You
What
came
the-
from far off plains that
I am a very greedy.
Well, there are 6 chests. There's the chest you came out of. There's this chest. There's this chest. There's this chest. There's this chest. And
I want this one here. This one is mine.
I was about to
And-
say.
and the ladder.
And I'm gonna be honest. Someone's already opened a chest, so yeah. Inside majority of these chests, mainly food stuff, because it's kind of where people keep their stuff in the olden times, is underground. So in this chest is 200 pounds of carrots.
Hell
And this-
yeah!
In this
Oh,
chest, 17 heads of not lettuce, cabbage. In this
You're about to
chest,
say just human heads.
Yeah.
in this chest, in this chest is exactly 100 rutabagas.
Exactly.
Exactly 100 rutabaga. And this chest is a very large toe. And
Like
then
a
in this,
giant stone?
yeah. And then in this chest is a very large trunk of an elephant.
These don't seem useful, so.
I don't want no carrots.
I'm gonna go investigate the ladder to go up even further.
All
So
right.
17 heads.
I
of
follow
cabbages?
Elvis.
So you all come up and you wind up. Please tell me this is the right map. Yes. you all come up into specifically this house. That small bed moves out of the way, and you are in this house.
Finally. That dingy basement.
I'm gonna use that
The
stealth roll.
child takes into the kitchen immediately.
I'm gonna very stealthily walk around, peek out to see if there's anyone out there.
I'll join Lily.
Oddly enough, the entire village seems empty, without a trace of who could have gone where. It's very odd. Typically, a small village like this, you'd see at least someone sitting on their porch, or an animal like a horse or a cow, or some chickens. The only sign that someone was here recently is the fact that the kilns are still going.
Oh god.
Is there any...
During this adventure, I'm still trying to climb up. The bed won't move. Guys, can you help me out? My tail's not holding the ladder. I need help climbing up.
Oh god.
I'm gonna continue to investigate the town. Or the village, what do you want to call
the
this?
child comes over and she goes, "Don't worry, I will encourage you through fury." And she starts poking you in the face with the stick.
Stop fucking touching me. Get away, kid.
She
You want to be of use? Give me your hand.
She goes, "Well, I am being of use. Once you get angry enough, you'll get up that ladder. Poke, poke, poke."
I'm going to eat you.
I'm surprised he hasn't grabbed the stick yet.
You'll die trying.
I can't reach. I'm stuck. My tail got caught in the ladder.
"Oh, don't worry, I know how to deal with things with tails." And she jumps down and drop kicks your tail out of the ladder on the way down.
Fuck!
Oh, Eldest, remember you have one of the eggs?
Yeah.
She is very agile as a child, but yeah, you start to investigate the town, Eldest, and
Because I feed her only the best cat food.
Yeah,
Alright.
I step out shortly after.
Oh my god.
all of you start moving around the town. Corey, you finally get up the ladder now that your tail's free. The child comes up behind you.
Thanks, kid, I guess.
She goes, "Hey, I got you unstuck from the ladder. No one else is coming to help."
True. You know what? I'll treat you to food later.
Yeah, my dad feeds me bullshit.
Literally.
Says I gotta eat carrots because they're good for your eyes. What kind of bullshit is that? Fucking communist propaganda, that's what that is.
Fucking commie foul dude.
Then just hear from behind you, "Who raised you Republican?"
Who red pilled your child?
Your child is based. You're
What's bullshit is how based you are.
Right.
Definitely like father like daughter. Goddamn.
you cat food.
That must be from your mom's
Oh my
side, because
God.
I didn't raise you that way.
I didn't raise you to be a punk, so why am I getting punk shit?
Right.
I'm going to look for something sweet to eat.
There's some bread in these kilns. They're cooking kilns, not glass blowing kilns.
Oh, I had to mute myself. I think of odd.
Is this
Yeah.
wheat bread or something?
No, it's all sourdough.
Ooh, sourdough. Yum.
Ew.
The only other source of food that you find in this town is
The meat?
where? No, yeah, right over here. There's some stuff being butchered, and then right here, this
Right
it
on the
is.
map.
That's actually a smoker. However, all that is being smoked in there is fish.
Mmm.
Judging by the placement of the well, the cult temple should be right beneath us.
And you look down the well, and the first thing you see is blood jelly.
That makes so much
Oh
sense.
god.
Good old blood jelly. You gotta love that
Like-
blood jelly.
It be vile stuff.
Hey, it's more wine. You should have some.
Who
Do it for the vine.
Do it for a second piece of gold. You helped us last time. The statue did something. Do it again.
Fool me once. Shame on you.
If I was a betting man, I'd say
If I backflip
That's
and I
not
land
be a
it,
bet,
will
that'd
you
be
drink some?
Suicide.
I'd say one can
cool
easily
flip.
hang a corpse upside down a well post here, slit its throat, lower it into the pool.
I entered this house, the one to the right of the fucking table. Just walking
one-
away from this conversation.
The one to the right of what?
This one here.
Yeah, that one. Where the blue
yeah.
is.
So the meeting-
You go in that house, and the house smells kind of funny.
Will they recognize the smell at all?
Yes, you do. It is the smell of pig ass. The smell of methane. You know this smell very well because you've accidentally blown up a few places because you were like, oh man, look at this, a bunch of fucking pigs. I'm gonna eat a pig. Yeah.
Or, quick thought, is what it is. Stop touching shit!
Thank you.
Hey kid, I'll give you 2 gold pieces if you shoot a firebolt in there.
If you go up there, you're grounded.
Your child just kind of your child doesn't leave the house. She walks up to this window, and you can see your child just kind of like you see in her eyes that she's trying to find a way to outsmart you instantly.
Do I see Lily?
You see Lily in the window. Lily waves at you.
I give her bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
I wave at Lily.
You can only do that once per long rest, I believe.
Oh
No,
okay.
you should have a here, hold on. We're all level 4. You have you get more per level.
No,
Corey,
I'm
Corey's
no.
split.
I'm 2. I'm split.
Can I do
Luckily for Pyra, the child does not have any actual offensive spells.
No, I'm looking at Lily. I'm playing myself. I play at the house. I back away from the house and get to I don't know, just where the yellow is.
Where the yellow is.
Yeah, that yellow bush or something.
Oh.
This?
Down. Yeah.
Oh, that's called hay, Pyra.
I don't. It didn't look like hay. I just saw yellow.
Called hay.
I
It is a
I
hay
see
mound.
this happening. I'm like, she's not going to.
Um,
No.
I'm very
Yeah.
over.
Everyone's waiting on Lily to blow this house up, and Lily just goes, I don't know what you guys think I'm gonna do, but I can only light things on fire that I'm touching. Like this, and she lights all the hay in this house on fire.
What the fuck are you doing?
She
Good
just,
thing I walked over to investigate the smoker. I want
ran
to check.
outside.
yeah, she just steps outside under this tree.
So I
She
get
goes, well,
Wait. The thing I was gonna do is I'm like almost like if I had a baseball bat. I mean a baseball in my hand. Just fire, and I throw it in the house.
So yeah, that house gets blown up due to the smell of methane and everything, and everyone just kind of waltzes out of this house.
I love this chaotic energy right now.
Yeah.
We still haven't figured out what caused it. The down.
Yeah.
The whole shit.
Yeah. So you kind of get the vibes as things are blowing up. The kid goes, well, I mean, we don't want him getting back down there. I mean, yeah.
This kid's too smart. for
Fair,
So,
fair enough.
so food will heal me, right? If I eat that.
Food will not heal you. However, it does boost the amount of health you get back on a short or long rest. Eating rations gives you bonuses.
Oh.
Yeah.
So can I go and collect this fish from the smoker?
Yes, you can. It is the king of all fish. It is all smoked marlin.
I look at Lily and give her a thumbs up. And,
she, she gives you one back, and there's now 3 buildings that aren't currently on fire. And it occurs to some of you that you're in the middle of a forest.
He be starting a forest fire.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Smokey the Bear would
Might I
disapprove.
also point out that we are standing on soft, loamy soil?
Yeah.
And some
you
of those
kinda-
things can burrow through soft, loamy soil.
Yeah. And as you're kind of thinking about that, you look back down the well and you realize that the well has to be in soft, loamy soil. Make me a perception check real quick. You very quickly, looking even further down in there, realize that there are fairly fresh bodies in there, as if the tentacles came out of the well and dragged everyone in town down into it.
Oh.
I start
What you be
repeatedly,
seeing down there?
I start repeatedly firing eldritch blasts at the well to break it.
That's it. Okay,
You just start smashing the well.
so you know those land kraken I kind of mentioned?
The dreaded land kraken.
This was its feeding hole.
Explains why it's so quiet here.
It's probably gonna be kind of pissed that you just broke its feeding hole. He says,
And
kind
it
of backing
recently
away.
ate, so we should probably get going.
Yeah.
We should give it a piece of fish. Maybe it'll like it.
No,
Well,
fish.
you all finally start your way out, and you know that the first place you should go to is probably check on the rest of the caravan at your destination, which I think I named Lofthaven. So the towns, yes, Lofthaven, is actually maybe, from what you can figure, about an hour from where you are now.
Also, might I mention, next time we take on a job like this, security deposit up front.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
those folks down there were picked clean. We lost our initial profit.
All right.
Yeah, so-
It is 7 o'clock for me, guys. I
Yep.
gotta.
Yep, that's what I was about to do. So you burn. The area you burn is give or take over here. By the time you all leave and get to Lofthaven, you start hearing explosions from, dead people gases and methane.
It just grins.
Yeah, that's why that crater's there now. Congratulations.
Oh God!
You,
what have we done?
You sunk a small town. Well, I wouldn't call that a town. You sunk a hamlet.
Suddenly, my destroying the
Anybody-
well doesn't seem as bad, does it?
If anybody asks, blame it on the kid.
Yeah. On the bright side, you don't think that cult hideout survived.
Where are we? Are we here?
I will blame any one of you first.
You were here.
In fact, I'll blame
That's
all
where
of you first.
That's where you were.
Yeah.
Now you're over here.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.
And
Yeah.
and you get into town, and there are people looking in the distance at all the smoke and everything. They're hearing explosions, and you get into town, and you're immediately questioned by the first guard you see. He walks up and he goes, "Hey, do you know what the hell's going on over there? I
Yep,
think
they
it'd
blew
be
it
a
up."
trick." Yep, they blew it up. Who do you rat out? Like,
All of them. I point
kid.
to all of them. Every
I
single
did
one of them.
nothing.
I go, they blew it up.
I
be the
did
child.
nothing.
Listen, there was a cult. We got rid of the cult.
No,
I
the
am
cult was
innocent
gone.
in this
You
crime.
guys lit a
I was
forest
just a
on fire.
witness.
That's what y'all did.
Anything?
The cult's hideout is gone. We
It
got
was
rid of it.
empty.
It was not
Yes, it was the
empty.
village.
It had undead and tentacles in it. We got rid
Well,
of it.
one, a tentacle. The other one was also already dead.
That
Yeah,
still counts
yeah,
as plural.
The guard just looks confused now, and he goes, "So what I'm
Listen,
hearing,
it's a
what I'm
long
hearing
story.
is there were undead in such a large amount that something got blown up. That works for me. I no longer care."
Perfect. Less paperwork for you.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna remain silent so he doesn't find out I'm a pirate.
Yar.
Yeah, he goes. He goes. Actually, now that I'm looking at you a little closer, you guys were supposed to be escorting a caravan. Where's the caravan?
Well, you
Oh,
see,
yeah,
That's how we found the cultists.
we were going along, and then all of a sudden, we were underground.
Ah,
Yeah. The air felt.
See where this becomes a long story?
well, I have a
Well,
question for you. Did you happen to recover any of the valuable relic merchandise that you were kind of transporting?
The cultists picked it clean.
Yep.
That's not good.
Although, consolation, we did find these crystalline eggs.
You pull out one of these 55-pound eggs. And he goes,
No,
"That
my
is
egg is-
a sizable egg." By the way, this egg is about 3 feet tall. You could crush a gnome with this egg.
And I'm carrying 2 of them.
Yeah.
So you could crush
So-
2 of them.
Consolation, we found
No,
thing.
that's photography.
So
There's
in
none of the
exchange for
mercantile thing.
so in exchange for lost relics, you found weird relics.
Very weird relics.
Relic.
And he gestures towards
know,
the book.
I am an understanding guard. I'm not an asshole like the captain is, but I will go ahead and tell you, somebody's going to be angry with you if you don't find it. It's not going to be me. I be honest, I really couldn't care. I can slice up a zombie pretty well. Some of these pansies over here need the radiant damage, the radiant effect on their weapons, you know. Some of the paladins are kind of wimps without it.
As most God-fearing men are.
Yeah, and they were complaining earlier about tentacles coming out of the ground, and we shot it with a ballista. Yeah, we saw those. The difference is if he points to town hall, there's just a ballista on the top of the town hall. He goes, typically we use it for dragon attacks, but make do with what you have.
My perpetual tired dad face comes back.
Right, let's find a name.
Your kid turns towards you and she goes, "Dad, can I fire the big bow?"
I believe what you're going to hear is when you're older.
He then instantly points to whoever just said that and says, "Don't tell me how to parent."
Go on, go shoot the ballista, whatever
He
you want.
then
here.
looks at his child and says, "Maybe. Let me talk to the guards first."
When we be getting my ship back, I be letting you fire one of the guns.
Yeah. So the guard goes, "So, it appears that you've all had somewhat of a day. You have ick on your clothes. You have... I'm either going to assume a sucker mark from a tentacle, or I'm going to assume that you got freaky in the middle of a cult hideout. I don't know. Cults are weird.
Honestly, it could be both.
Yeah.
It was the tentacle.
It could be both.
You look like you've been in a house fire. You look like you've been in a house fire. You look like you've been in a house fire.
I was not in a house fire.
I
was outside the house by the time.
He doesn't point. No, he doesn't point to you. He goes, "You reek of the dead, and you," and he points to the pirate. And he goes, "You reek of fish and disappointment."
only one of those things be true?
Iolath laughs.
Yes. Well,
So what's the news?
News of a cult is also not the greatest to have heard about. I'm going to be honest, I'm quite unsure of what to do, so I'm going to go to the head of my command. If you guys don't mind,
We'll be
staying...
in town for a night or two. It's fine.
Just don't depart town, please, until the guards get back to you. It's not that we don't believe you, it's not that I judge you for anything that you've said to me. But my captain's probably going to have questions like, well, what were the cultists doing? What did they do? Who did they kill? Were they really cultists? Are you just calling them cultists because of their religion and discriminating against them? Because if that's the case, that's against the law.
He probably was, and I'm going to point at the pirate.
What ye be talking about?
I don't know, I'm just starting, chef.
At first, you see me about to say retort as if you're pointing to me, and he looks at the pirate like, oh, okay.
yeah, and you go, what she be talking about? And he goes, huh, sailor? Huh. That explains the fish smell and the disappointment.
I have all me licenses on me.
I like this guy. You are an amazing guard. You asked us for our statements. We've cooperated. Been lovely. We need to get some rest.
Yes, the tavern is 3 buildings down to the left.
Thank you.
It is known as it's known as the Inebriated Iguana.
Hell yeah.
You got a weird brown stain on your nose just there.
Oh, God. But yeah, you get to the Inebriated Iguana, and
wait, but what's the god's name?
The guard's name? His name is Carl, and he is a gnome. he is a gnomish.
Gnome.
Yeah, he's a gnomish guard with a very, very large great axe that it appears that he could throw himself if he wanted to by swinging it hard enough.
So now it seems like I was talking down to him. Thanks.
He left a brown
Who's a good
spot
little
on that.
guy?
Very important NPC. We love Carl.
Yeah. But Carl the gnome.
Carl, that kills people. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Good old Carl the gnome. I'm gonna have to add him into the NPCs list now, because I wasn't expecting you to ask his name, so his name's just Carl now.
We will protect Carl with our lives.
Oh yeah, when
You
the cult
can die for a gnome. I have more important things to do.
when the cult
Yeah,
returns, when the cult returns, you're just gonna run by and snag Carl and take off with Carl.
No, we're just gonna like be raiding the town, or like the town's gonna get raided while we're sleeping tonight, and we're gonna go out in the streets, and Carl's just gonna be getting ripped in twain, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Like right as we bust through the door, he's just getting destroyed.
Hey, Cliff, Carl's body in twixt.
Wait a minute, his body that's
No. You walk outside, it's not even cultists, it's just like a minor crime gone wrong. You watch someone stab Carl, just like, fuck you, Carl!
No,
Arif just turns to the group. So, breakfast?
I fucking grab him and like,
But anyways, you get into the tavern, and the tavern here is actually hustle and bustle. Like all the chairs really are full, apart from one table in the corner that only has 3 chairs. 1 small chair and 2 normal people-sized chairs.
I call dibs on 1 normal-sized chair.
The kid calls dibs on the small chair.
Probably shouldn't call dibs on the big chair.
I mean, I look over to fuck, I'm blanking on your character's name. Grace's character.
Aridin.
Aridin. Yeah, I looked over at Aridin. And then look at the chair and assuming that they're going to go for it.
Oh, he takes the big chair, absolutely.
Yeah.
He
And
doesn't even look at you. He just walks into it. It just like slumps.
the child goes, "Dad, are you out of death sticks again?"
He goes, "No, got a full pack. Just
Good.
deep inhale, deep exhale."
Yeah. Bringing yourself closer to death surprisingly seems to relax you.
And he goes, "You'll come of age when that will seem like a good thing, and then you'll realize, wow, that was a good thing." He then pulls out one and lights it.
Nah. I mean, you know, Aunt Pyro over here seems to enjoy life enough.
And then he takes a long drag and leans on the table and goes, "If nothing else, you can't say that I was overbearing."
Yeah, fair enough. Who knows? Maybe I'll get to fire that
I'm going
giant
to
bow on the
acquire
town
a
hall.
seat.
You walk over and you're looking around for a seat. Someone stands up for like 2 fucking seconds. You
No,
grab
no, no,
your
no,
ch-
no. I pick the scrawniest person in the room.
I
Walk on over.
Alright, which one of the 12 gnomes do you fuck with?
The scrawniest one.
On a failed save.
My skeletal black wings form from Shadow, and I just stare at him like
1d20 plus.
it's a DC 11. Because my wisdom's not high for some reason. Fucker, he's brave.
Yeah. You lean over him with your skeletal wings. You're like, "I want that chair." And the gnome goes, "Yeah, and I want to be left the fuck alone. Fuck you." What, you looking to get your kneecaps busted, motherfucker? And he pulls out a ball peen hammer.
I will, as soon as he says that, I'm going to cast an Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
And be like,
God.
language!
No!
Oh, now you hear about language.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit with your Eldritch Blast.
That's a
And-
joke. It's a joke. I'm not gonna-
Okay. Yeah. He's like got the fucking hammer ready.
I don't care about language.
I get to eye level.
Before that happens, can we hear this? Can we hear that happening?
You see it happening. Cause
Okay, then he leans into under the table, looks at Lily, and says, "If a bar fight breaks out, you know what to do.
Burn everything."
No, go for the ankles."
Oh.
Bite him.
And then
I mean, we're in an environment made of wood. Surely fire's the answer.
No, not
I don't have money to pay for that, so just go for the ankles.
Can I
Do
roll?
you have to pay for it if there's no witnesses?
Can I roll an intimidation check on one of the gnomes to try and take his seat?
Maybe less murder mystery podcasts for you.
Do you try and intimidate the same? Hold on. Do you try and intimidate the same gnome?
I was gonna follow up with intimidation.
And take the seat
No,
from
just Cat, offer Noob the help action to intimidate this gnome.
That way I can roll with
Why
advantage.
intimidate gnomes? Can I just go and buy food and a drink?
Well, no. Here's the thing, right? You didn't specify what large, if you wanted a large or normal chair. You just said the scrawniest motherfucker. This chair isn't even suitable for you. This would be worse
It
than
doesn't
just
matter. This is
squatting.
principle. He stood up to me. This is on principle now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll intimidation with advantage. Sure.
I look him in the face, and he goes, "Well, I guess we're both disappointed today."
God damn.
20 plus 4.
Oh!
No.
You see a vein sort of pop in my neck?
Yeah. Hey,
Can I chime in?
sure. You get down face to face with him, and he takes a swig of his ale, puts his mouth on your nose, and blows booze down your nose.
I apologize for that one. He was dropping ahead as a child.
My hand is on my greatsword on my back.
Can I
He
go?
was dropped
to,
a few times on the head.
Can I go to a gnome who's sitting in a normal sized chair and intimidate them?
There are no gnomes in normal sized chairs. There are
sweet
gnome
God.
sized chairs and there are regular chairs.
I
There's
want
like
a regular
humans.
chair.
There's humans, there's orcs, and a kinku.
All right, Lily, grab some food. I'll pay for it, of course, and we are leaving town immediately.
She goes, no, I like this place. I like these
Hang
people. This is fun.
This is
Yeah,
these
but
are
the
my
problem
people.
is they're gonna get me arrested.
My
No,
character
no.
just laughs at noob's failures.
That
Can I-
one. Womp womp.
Well, not
Tried
grab
to hold
Lily,
on. I
Can I
tried to
like
hold
leave
on.
her to go and buy food?
Instead of just taking a normal
now-
chair, they decide
now-
to intimidate people. Yeah,
No,
no,
no.
we're leaving.
I would like to make clear that technically blowing alcohol down someone's nose does constitute as assault, so technically he started it.
Yeah.
Pirate is all too familiar with bar fights.
But he could still be technically got for instigation.
Oh, I have that gold coin that I got from Corey for that bet. Can I go and buy food with that?
You get plenty of food with a gold coin. Like a gold coin is the equivalent of like buying everyone in the bar a
I'm
shot.
adding a new bond on my character sheet. I have a grudge against this guy in particular.
You're not racist against gnomes.
No, this gnome in particular.
Do I see him going for his sword?
There is a blood feud
Yeah.
on this day.
I'm gonna step in and do.
Shrug, and now we're racist. All right.
Genocide 2 for Stroop Electric Boogaloo.
Oh my god.
Why do I travel with you people?
Do I see him going for his sword on his back?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna stop him before he does something he regrets.
All right.
To blow the fire.
Go ahead and roll. What do you think needs to be rolled? Persuasion or strength?
I'm gonna come up at him or come up behind him, put my hand on his hand as he's trying to grab his sword, and be like, "I know you hate him, but now's not the time."
Is that a strength thing?
No, that would be
I get up.
persuasion.
I get up, my hands on my good sword, and I just back away with him, like, you're a lucky motherfucker.
Look, you can take the
Do
chair
they
I
have
had
ice cream?
if it's such a big deal to you.
I've got to name this gnome now. This gnome's name is quite literally Pipsqueak. He's the
Yes.
runt of the gnomes, and his name is Pipsqueak.
There we go.
Yes, there's the new bond.
Why they deal with
So, yeah.
this?
Go ahead and roll to intimidate a human, cat, by the way.
Alright.
Because I know
As
you're
in
not
my-
fucking with an orc.
No, you should
Fucking
make him
with
go
the
fuck with the
orcs.
Kenku. You should make him go fuck with the Kenku.
I don't even know what that is.
At this point, I'm just stand in the corner by my.
Kinku is a giant
Allies.
crow man.
It's a bird person.
Yeah, he's a giant crow man, and let me tell you, they call Kinkus murder of Kinkus as well, just like crows.
Fine. I'll intimidate a human for a chair.
Alright, go ahead and roll, see if you intimidate a human.
Can I look around? Are there plenty of chairs in the room?
No, there are only
No,
three
no, no.
available.
Yeah, there were only 3
When we
available.
walked in, there was only
I see.
3.
Now,
Why
now
were we
here's the
fighting?
thing. Here's the thing. Nobody's bothered to be like, "Hey, I'd like to just go get a room so I can relax" or anything. You're just like,
No,
"Here."
you know what?
What am I trying to do?
That'd be what I do. I'm like, you know what? I need to cool off.
Yeah. So you walk up right as Pyre's getting a room. The bartender's like, "That'll run you 2 silver a day. Let me tell you, we got some fine rooms. We got the ones up there with the hay beds. We got the cotton beds. Cotton beds make you a little sweaty though, but they're comfy and soft.
Yeah, take your racist ass to bed before we get shot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I need a shot in gnome country.
Gnomes are gonna be waving flags saying, "Don't tread on me."
What did you say? What did you say?
It's a simple blood feud. If I ever run into that gnome again,
blood feud. Oh my god.
if I run into that gnome again, and it's not in a civilized setting,
The gnome's gonna be the leader of the fucking cult now.
Oh my god. You now have a hate out against you, noob. Way to go.
Alright, so I guess
I'm not helping you.
I'll intimidate the human in a chair.
Yeah,
I'll walk up to him and I'll be like,
That seat of yours be looking fine. I think I'll take it for myself.
I tried this to do this thing. God damn it.
Hey guys!
You say this to that human.
Thanks for the raid. How you doing
and
today?
This human, far too drunk to even understand what the fuck you said, and goes, "But I'll show you where you can shoot
Oh,
this sword."
Tarkov. Nice.
I am now contemplating leaving the guild.
We are doing a little bit of D&D, if you can't tell. But thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. How you doing today?
The funny thing is like, it's just your rolls. Like, I can't make this shit up.
we wasted all of our rolls on
I
fighting
can
tentacles.
one-hit kill a fucking zombie skeleton king.
We
but
wasted
I
all the good
can't
rolls.
Intimidate a drunk person in a bar.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're drunk good.
Look,
I like to imagine I'm like my blood pressure is just steadily rising.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
Pyro definitely is.
No. It's gotten to the point where you were like, alright, 1 cigarette, 2 cigarette, and then you were just like 3 at one time. Just one drag on all 3 cigarettes.
I'll just hand.
They just got 3 cigarettes in each hand, just perpetually rubbing my temples.
I'm gonna hand this over.
Can I
the
try
hay
and
bed? Let's go.
Can I just push the same guy? Just try and push him out of the chair?
Oh
That'd be a
no.
strength.
Oh my god.
No. You know, you really failed to intimidate him, and he hit on you. Roll me a contested strength check.
Oh no.
So just a normal strength check?
Yeah, just a strength check.
Oh no.
Yeah, he grabs you and sits you in his lap.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of your actions.
Can I kill this man?
I don't recommend it.
I'm glaring
He's
at
sexually assaulting me.
You
No,
tried to
it's
beat him up for a chair.
Yeah, you kind of had it coming, man.
Because I'm a pirate king.
To be entirely fair, Cat, he has not done anything aggressive. You went to go push him, and he just spun you around and sat you down.
Be glad all he did was sat you down.
I'm just gonna walk over to the bar and grab a drink.
Something pressing hard into your thigh.
I'm just gonna blame it on the fucking Kraken.
Yeah, you get a drink, and
The curse of the Kraken.
Pyra, you head up kind of towards the room that you got. You realize that you were given a family room. Probably because the bartender assumed that all the tieflings were together.
Racist.
Yeah, that's pretty racist.
Is there more than one bed?
Yeah. There's 2 singles and a child's bed. A twin, I think is what they're called.
Well, I eat my food and drink my fizzy pop and then just go to sleep. It's like, I don't want to deal with what's going on downstairs.
Yeah.
No.
So, Seraph, you get to your room, and you realize this tavern actually has really nice rooms. You know, even though it's only a hay bed, you know, the framing of it is exquisite and actually rather comfortable.
Oh, if the room had a cotton bed, that's the one she's sleeping in.
The room even has your very own bathing barrel. Oh yeah, bathing barrel, freshly cleaned too.
This is the jury.
You get your own poop bucket.
Yeah. Ye old poop bucket.
Oh yeah.
Totally not to be used later.
I'm going to take off
If you
my plate armor.
start stealing poop buckets to use in combat, we're gonna have an issue.
Sounds like an issue, not an issue.
Taking plate armor off. You know,
poo.
I hate all of the words that you
dress
said.
down to my undershirt and
Okay, what?
and like a pair of shorts and
Every
just
word
go
that
to
you have
sleep.
just said has made me violently angry.
What,
Then you go to
me?
sleep. And
Which poop bucket?
yeah, so what's going on downstairs now? So we've got Cat drinking. We've got the child still sat there in the middle of the tavern watching all the gnomes.
I assume the bard has gone to his room.
Yeah. We're just gonna say that Corey went to a room.
Lily, are you hungry?
And she goes, always, but I want cinnamon buns. I want sweet rolls.
Oh, did
Let
someone
me guess,
steal your
someone
sweet
stole
roll?
your sweet roll.
He's going to say you can have them for dessert, but you're going to eat something substantial.
Oh, better not be any of that bullshit that you give me normally. Fucking carrots. And like it's gonna make my eyes better.
I'm a
You know,
wave
when
over
you don't go
the
blind
barmaid.
by 15, you'll thank me.
I'm a wave
You
over the
know.
barmaid.
You know, I'm a fan of, people say carrots improve your eyesight, but if I jam 2 carrots in your eyes, you're still gonna be blind.
Alright, Asdiff movie, fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go and buy 2 steaks and give one to the child.
And she goes, fuck yeah.
I just raised a glass 8 cheers, so that didn't cost me a penny.
yes, food.
I'm gonna wave the barmaid over to the table.
Which one? The gnomish barmaid or the orcish barmaid?
Whatever one notices me first.
Oh, he's
The
gonna try and
orcish
fuck
barmaid
me
comes
over.
over, and she leans over, kind of like to your level, because she is an incredibly tall orc. And she goes, "How may I help you?"
Yes, do you have any sweet rolls?
Plenty of them.
Can I get
do
2
you
sweet
want-
rolls? Oh,
Sure. Do you want anything to drink with that?
can I get 1 ale? And then also 1 steak.
Steak is not a drink, but okay.
Make that 2 ales if you could.
I'm sorry.
Sure. And she comes back and she has 4 cups. She sets down 2 of them at Eldest, or for Eldest. She sets down the 2 sweet rolls. There's a steak in a cup, an ale, and then 2 more ales.
Nice.
I'll have 2 pints of rum.
Do you want the high grade stuff, or do you want the shitty coconut rum?
Give me the high grade. It's been a rough day.
Alrighty. And she goes and she comes back with a very, very large tankard of ale, or not ale, sorry, rum. Go ahead and roll me a
You do with no concealer.
go ahead and roll me a D100 actually. /R space 1D100.
Have fun. Also, I give one of the sweet rolls to the child.
/R1D100.
Slash. Yeah,
Oh.
If I...
No,
I knew
you did that
no.
wrong.
Yeah, no space between the 1D100.
Oh.
I would like to stop him from giving my daughter a sweet roll and say, just you can give that to her just after she's eaten something else.
She eats the steak, in an instant. As you say that, it's terrifying. You slam back this rum before the barmaid even tells you, "Oh, that's our signature. It's called the Beholder." And as you're drinking it, you feel like little bits of fruit going down. You almost have to chew this rum. It's really weird. And you finish drinking it, and I shit you not, you feel like you can see everything around you, even if you're not looking at it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you don't have more eyes, but you definitely feel like you do. Like,
He installed a backup cam.
Yeah, basically.
The rum gives me
He's
strength.
in FP mode.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, you feel like
Why
you
is
can
your
see
ass
through.
going red?
As a matter of fact, you feel like you can see through your eye patch.
Well, that helps.
You got 20/20 vision now. All
Hog.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, and 20 vision.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what you just said was English, but alright.
Made a joke about him having several eyes.
Eyes.
Yeah. Yes. And
I
yeah,
didn't know you spoke pirate.
and sure enough, that rum hits you pretty fucking hard. It is some really strong rum. You had to imagine it'd probably be around 160 proof.
Damn.
And keep in mind, this is not a shot you just drank. This is a
It's a
tanker.
whole pint.
Yeah.
It's a whole pint of rum.
Well, actually, this is a large tankard, so 2 pints.
It was nice knowing you.
Go ahead and make me a con save real quick.
You just set sail with Captain Morgan.
Save?
Con save.
Yeah, kids want to see a dead body?
That's just I roll a Constitution, right?
No, con save. It's in a different box.
Alright. I gotta go, guys.
Okay, noob.
Yeah. We're about to end it here in like 10-15 minutes. So you're good. We're just gonna do tavern scenes. So
Should be
Cat
towards
quite-
the top.
yeah, it should be like right next to strength. There should be another box.
It's
that
called
has
saving
where-
throws.
Oh, saving throws.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Big old box this is saving.
He immediately just passes out and falls asleep on the counter. You just hear
Yeah.
as he falls asleep.
Yeah. You know, no. You want to know how drunk you get? You get drunk enough that that human whose lap you were in earlier starts to look kind of cute.
Alright, buddy.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do this once.
Miss the days on the ship where you're surrounded by seamen.
Buttocks.
Turns out we found your drinking limit is 1.
Face plant into the table.
This is what happens. You look up, you look at that dude, and you go, you know what? He kind of cute. Smack.
And he's out.
Yeah.
Does that count as a long rest or a short rest?
We'll say a long rest because we're going to be ending session here anyways, and everyone else is going to be going to sleep. But yeah, the kid eats the steak and then immediately snatches a sweet roll, because steak is a meal. Fuck anyone who disagrees. She snatches the sweet roll and she just fucking devours it.
He just watches her and goes, "Nope, I said what I said. You got me, son." he points at the other guy and he goes, "You got me, son."
Oh, don't mention it. I love seeing the little ones get involved.
And meanwhile, the orcish barmaid just kind of laughs as Cat hits the table. She goes up, picks him up by the scruff of like his outfit, and carries him upstairs to her room.
Wait, was it? He wasn't sitting, was he?
No, I just collapsed on the floor.
No, before he collapsed, because he said he stood up and got out of the guy's lap, right?
Yeah.
He was technically standing, so instead of hitting he should have fallen all the way down.
That's what.
Well, I imagine he was kind of leaned over the table to enjoy his drink.
Well, even then.
Depends on how front heavy he is, because his
Yeah.
backpack is on his back.
Bleeding from the face.
Anyways, the barmaid. Well, actually, he is really heavy at the moment. So instead of lifting him, the barmaid just drags him upstairs.
He's
Even
here.
an orc can't carry me.
Yeah, basically.
Snooze.
I contemplate stopping her and realize I don't care, and then don't.
He's
You know, I
drunk. He
bought
doesn't feel
I
pain.
bought your kid a fucking steak dinner.
Yeah.
No. You're drunk. You can't feel pain.
I didn't ask you to do that. That was your own choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Eldest, you got your steak in a cup, and you got a sweet roll, and you still got your tankard of ale.
Well, I started eating the second it got put down. I'm just sitting there like, just like, oh, I want to bite a steak. I'll just like shimmy it down further towards the rim of the glass, like gnaw off a piece and just chew.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, you
Quote unquote. This place is weird.
Yeah.
Yep. And sure enough, you all eat. Eat, and before too long, a gnome walks up to the single father and goes, "Hey, I noticed you going through a lot of those. They not strong enough for you? I got something a little stronger if you want it."
What is he talking about? My cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, "No, I have to remain coherent."
Come on, nothing wrong with taking the edge off. And he pulls out a very large cigar. I say a very large cigar. This cigar is about a foot in length.
It's
Damn.
like a Slim Jim. It's a
Okay.
monster Slim Jim.
He goes, "One of these lasts you about a week, even at your rate."
He's like, he then looks over to the party, looks up where they just went from, and he goes, "You know what? I might need that."
He goes, a whole whopping 3 gold, and it's yours.
He puts it on the table and goes, "Best 3 gold ever spent in my life."
Yeah. Yeah, you get the foot-long cigar.
Add that to your.
Foot long. Yeah, he's straight up just slinging that in his backpack like, later.
Just next session takes the whole thing in one drag.
His daughter burns down a fucking.
Yeah, she burns down at the tavern. I spread a mustache out of nowhere. It's just down the cigar. What it?
Fucking. No. Here's how I imagine Cat in like 3 episodes. Is he's got the flintlock out mid-combat. He's forgotten to reload it, and he's like, "You feeling lucky, punk?" Just click. Fuck.
If there's one thing that I do not do, is trust any of you.
What have I done?
What
have I done?
Drugs.
What have I done?
Drugs, apparently.
I haven't done drugs.
I haven't done drugs.
Yet.
I've done alcohol.
Yet.
I
Which is a
tried
drug.
to
Yeah,
find-
see, you never let me have any of your stuff.
But yeah, we all eat and enjoy, and some of us get sold illicit cigars. Other people get hit on by guys and learn things about themselves
and then
after
get
getting
dragged
drunk.
into a room by a large woman.
A very sexy one.
Oh yeah,
I just wake up the next session.
Yeah, you
and
got
like,
that
my
Willow
asshole
looking
feels
out
a bit
for you.
rough.
Man, every time you walk, you start whistling. Can you stop that?
The orc has pegged me.
You
Nah,
wake
no,
up.
Oh.
No. You wake up. There's just a tankard in your ass.
She just has a 6-foot cock for no reason.
No.
Jesus.
But she gave it a reason. That's for damn sure.
No, but anyways, so yeah, you fucking get through all of you and head up to your rooms.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna end today's session. Just because, two people have already dipped for now. Wait, two? Yeah, two.
Lost count.
And yeah, and no, because on my screen, Aridin Fireheart takes up 2 spaces, and then it's Pyra and Cat stacked on top of each other, and then it's Eldest. So for a moment I was like, wait a minute, are there only 4 of us? And it's like, no, there's not.
Wait, why do I take up 2 spots?
I don't know. Look, I'm streaming my screen. Look at my screen real quick. Because, I've got a pretty fucking long name.
Oh, no, that's just 1 heart. I just have 1 spot. I just have a...
Yeah, it's double wide. Yeah, that's what I meant.
What do you mean you haven't started, Craig?
What?
What about
We've been
Craig?
going for 2 hours. We've been going for 3. What do you mean?
And now it's not leaving.
Well, the
Damn
worst
it, Craig.
case is my VOD should be mostly clean, apart from me laughing my fucking ass off. Actually, I'm not sure if mine saves as VODs.
I have my VOD.
I have my VOD as well. There's just a little bit of music, and I talked to chat twice, but it's fairly clean.
Yeah. But fucking hell. That's fucking great first session. Let me tell you.
Normally, it's the
Except for the fact that
sorcerer
it
that
didn't
causes
save.
the problem.
Craig is thinking. Yeah, we'll just do... There we go.
Did it save it?
I don't know.
I hope. Oh, that's fucking funny.
I'm gonna cry.
When's the next spot?
God. Fucking just... That guy looked kind of cute. Smack.
Jesus. Of course you're trying to write my character to be gay. Or at least bisexual.
Damn. Hey, look, just sometimes when you drink a lot, you say things.
No, so we will pretty much always have the same narrator or DM, whatever you want to call them, per session. It should almost always stay the same unless we start a new campaign. There might be a few rotating characters, but from what I understand, this session is mostly going to have consistent characters and DMs. So it's going to be very consistent throughout.
Well,
just well, to be fair to the bartender, a tiefling child, an adult tiefling male, and an adult tiefling female. I mean, it was a reasonable assumption.
Racist.
yeah.
I mean, it's racist, but it was a reasonable assumption.
Reason.